States, Tennessee, right? We banned them, expelled. Well, the expulsion, that didn't sit well. And people went to Lincoln and said, this is what's happened. And Lincoln, in a sort of, recalls Washington's letter in a way, because what Lincoln says is, sure, get the perpetrators, absolutely, but you cannot condemn an entire class of people. And apparently Grant agreed and was very sorry and spent a lot of time later apologizing that he shouldn't have done this. But it didn't last for very long, but it was this expulsion from these large areas for a short while. That is known as Grant's Order Number 11. And so that was quite...
Did they actually make him leave, I mean, for a period?
Yeah,
they actually did.
Yeah, but it wasn't very long.
Where did they go? Holly Springs, Mississippi. They went
North, I imagine.
They went north. Because it was Holly Springs, Mississippi, Oxford. There's a third town, and they went north.
Yeah.
They went across even crossing the Ohio River. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So post-war, post-Civil War, so much you can say about that. But as far as the Jewish community is concerned, more established, but also more questions. How much tradition should be kept? How much adaptation? And the one that name stands out, Isaac Mayer Wise. Those of you who are looking at that exhibition of different people downstairs, I think Isaac Mayer Wise may have come up. Well, yes. Yeah, it's constantly going around, so I don't remember exactly what it really showed. His dream, I'm going to try and simplify this, his dream was that the Jewish community in the US should form one new American form of Judaism, right? Everyone should be under one umbrella. And there were questions like which language would be used. For praying, it had been largely Hebrew, but then, let's say, sermons had been either Ladino or actually in the German period, even in German, and should they now be English? Should people be sitting together? There were lots of questions. How much music should be used, right? So big questions. He's now in Cincinnati, so that's already getting well into the country. We're not talking about on the coast anymore. And he forms a college, Hebrew Union College, to create homegrown American rabbis. And if you follow me, we get to a point where they're going to graduate the first 4 rabbis who are American, and Isaac Mayer Wise wants to invite all the big names, all the people in the community across the world, whatever their philosophy and practice is, and he has a banquet for their graduation. Now, here's the little symbol of what happened. Anyone know what this is? It's actually an oyster form, but near enough, near enough.
Close. I knew it was seafood related.
Now, does anybody know why oyster form should be an issue?
Shellfish?
Okay, so for those people who follow the kosher dietary laws, you cannot eat oysters or any seafood. For those who were more adapted, if you say, to an American way of life, that was fine. But you're putting them all together with a meal was going to cause fireworks, and it did. You had a couple of the more orthodox rabbis who just ran out, horrified. You had others who sat open-mouthed but wouldn't eat anything. And we know the menu. We even have the menu.
So was that built in a way we had to know that would be inflammatory, right?
No, I think it was. Well, there's a lot being written about it, but it seems that it was something of a mistake.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to say something politically incorrect. I think it was just the men sorting it out. They didn't get the menu right.
Yeah. No, but it's fine.
Apparently, he just said an elegant banquet. Something like that. I mean, I don't think he was worried about this trying to. Yes. But anyway, that was the end of the idea of one form of American Judaism.
Oysters.
And after that, you have the beginning of what was known as the conservative movement, and so on. So yeah. So that was an important. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
So no, this actually isn't. This is moving on to what was known as a Purim Ball. This is actually an example of agitation in a way, and it's also because the ones who are wealthy were having a ball for the festival of Purim, and it was in order to get money for charities, for an orphanage, and so on. Back to the idea of look after your own. And yet, the success starts to have a backlash, and you start to see that this success is now having, there's cartoons, there's stereotypes, and there's the beginning of real anti-Semitism.
So it sounds like jealousy.
Well, I'm sure that's an aspect of it.
You know, or envy. So
Yes.
they're so jealous.
I'm sure that's a part of it. Doing your homework. There is also a dose. Okay. So here's an example. Joseph Seligman, and this is his wife, was a renowned and successful banker. And every year he would go to the Grand Union Hotel in Saratoga Springs for the summer, and he would take all his furniture. It was an established pattern. But he arrives one year and he is told no Jews allowed. And that becomes the beginning of a huge furor. He's done for himself, he writes and so on, but this is, and if you look, you see this is a picture of the actual man and his wife, and here are cartoons of the Star showing those kind of stereotypes. So what we've got to now, and we're going to go to the next floor in a minute, for the large migration, the biggest immigration, which starts in 1880 roughly, goes on to 1924. But what we've got to is to a community that's pretty well adapted. Some people being very successful, certainly not everybody, and some backlash, as you're suggesting. It could be backlash. I mean, I'm not going to simplify the question of anti-Semitism to only that. I think it's complex. I wish there was a one-word answer, but I'm sure that is part of it in this case. Yes.
What happened just that you showed up and said no? What was that? You said no.
The hotel.
The
Yes.
hotel.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. It's not the same Hilton as the Hilton
Oh, really?
hotels now.
No, the
Yes.
old Hilton.
Yes.
Yes. Because
Yes.
that's a different. It is a
Yes.
different.
Yes. I think that's important to say. Now we're going to go down to the third floor. Would you like to go by elevator or by stairs? Yes. Everyone upstairs? Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I'll take the elevator.
I can help you down if you want, it's fine.
So do you want to meet us on the third floor?
Third floor, yes.
Yes. Elevators just over here.